Hey, what's up? It's Vic for Xiaomify, and today we're looking at Xiaomi's Mi Watch, the global version of this watch. But is it any good? Well, let's find out. Let's go. So here it is, the highly anticipated global version of the Mi Watch. In the box we'll find some warranty information, the Mi Watch itself, a magnetic charger with USB connector, and some instructions. First, let's look at its specs. The Mi Watch Global is 46 by 53 by 11 millimeters in size. It weighs in at only 32 grams. It's got a 1.39-inch Amoled touch display with a 454 by 454 pixels resolution, and it's got a brightness of 450 nits. On the side, it's got two buttons to navigate through the menu or to quickly access the exercise menu with the sports button on the bottom of the watch. On the inside, it's got a 450 mAh battery that gives it around 16 days of battery life, and it can be charged in around 2 hours. It's got 16 megabytes of RAM, 1 gigabyte of ROM. It connects over Bluetooth 5.0, and it's got all kinds of trackers like a heart rate sensor, acceleration sensor, a gyroscope, geomagnetic sensor, an ambient light sensor for automatic screen brightness adjustments. It's got SpO2 blood oxygen level sensors and a baroreceptor. It's got GPS, GLONASS, Baidu, and Galileo positioning. The Mi Watch is 5 ATM waterproof, so it can go 50 meters underwater for I think around 30 minutes. So I did test it out in water, and it's suitable for swim tracking as well. So we'll definitely look at that as well. On the bottom, you'll find its sensors and the charging pins to charge it with. The charger has a kind of a magnetic dock, and this snaps into place pretty well, as I've tried it a bunch of times, and it's pretty satisfying. So let's quickly set it up and let's see how it does. You can install the Mi Watch using the Xiaomi Wear app. From this app, you can select a pair a new device, select the Mi Watch, and you should be up and running rather quickly. Once it's installed, you can sync the data like the step counter, heart rate data, sleep tracking data, fitness and exercise data. You can change the settings of the watch, and you can download additional watch faces. Right now, it came out with over 100 different watch faces at launch, and there's some very nice looking ones to pick from, and well, some that are really not my favorite ones. So how is the watch? Well, the interface of the watch is very straightforward and super intuitive. Swiping from top to bottom shows you the notifications that are pushed through from your phone to the watch, and swiping from bottom to top shows you the quick access menu with quick access toggles to things like do not disturb mode, a flashlight, locking the screen, or quickly going into the settings menu. When swiping from left to right or right to left, you can quick access the most common apps. Per default, you'll find things like the step counter, sleep analysis, the weather app, heart rate monitor. But from the Xiaomi Wear app on the phone, you can select which apps you want to show here and set the order of these apps as well. When pressing the top side button on the watch, you'll go into its app menu. Here you can access all the apps on the watch. Basically, all the functions here have their own app. You'll find the fitness tracking menu from where you can start tracking your exercises. You'll find the history of exercises, daily activities, the heart rate monitor, sleep tracker, stress levels, breathing exercises, music player to control the music on your phone, setting up alarms, the stopwatch and timer, the weather app. It's even showing you the current air pressure. It's got a compass. Here you will also find your notification. And last but not least, also the settings menu. Whenever you're in an app or are in a menu, you can swipe from left to right to go back into the menu, which is quite convenient. When pressing the top home button, it will take you to the watch face from wherever you are on the watch. As I said earlier, the Mi Watch is really focused on sports tracking. And the sports tracking has 17 different categories and over 100 tracking modes. You can access that through the app menu or by simply pressing the button on the bottom. And from the Mi Wear app, you can actually set the function of this button to go directly into one of the exercises if that's one that you mostly use. So that's quite convenient. It's got all kinds of trackers like outdoor running, treadmill running, in or outdoor cycling, pool swimming or open water swimming, walking, tracking or trail running, hiking, yoga, jump rope, climbing, and freestyle fitness, besides a bunch more as you can see in this list right here. The Mi Watch is really meant for this, so I've tried it out with some exercises. I've actually walked a little bit. It seemed to have tracked the number of steps quite well. One thing I did notice was that the GPS was not 100% accurate. I mean, it's close, but it's not 100% perfect because I walked in a straight line and it shows a little bit of a zigzag line. It's kind of fine with me, but I did have to point it out. It's not perfect. Then I went swimming with it, so I could test out how it did, and I can really see how well its waterproofing is, and it seemed to do fine. It tracks the amount of laps, it tracks how much you've swam, and once it's synced with the phone, you can actually find all that information on the phone. So now, after using it for around 2 weeks, what do I think of the global version of this Mi Watch? Well, first, I like the design. It looks very nicely built. It's got a very nice texture, and I like the details on the strap, which also feels very nice and tight. I like the display. That Amoled display is bright, it's very sharp, and it's also got this always-on display in case you like that. The fitness tracking seems to be a big thing on the watch, and they offer a lot of tracking options, so that's pretty nice to see. I think it's definitely one of their selling points. I did have 2 days of walking and stuff on the watch, but I installed the latest firmware update that was available in the MiWear app, and the data was unfortunately deleted when installing this new firmware. So it was a little bit annoying, and it's surely something to keep in mind in case you want to install firmware updates before syncing the watch data with your phone. I lost 2 days of walking data. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's quite annoying. Another cool thing to mention though is that the Mi Watch also has native emoji support. It probably won't support all the dozens of new emojis that are out, but probably the most commonly used ones it will support. Although one thing I definitely gotta point out is that at least in this version of the software, it did not work with Facebook Messenger, as I got some notification in this message right here, and well, it did not show up. So yeah, that might be something that's going to be updated in a future firmware update maybe, but at least for now when I was trying it out, it did not show these emoji. Another thing to mention is that it was super easy to remove the strap and replace it with something different. As a matter of fact, I could easily attach the brown leather strap of the Amazfit GTR to give it a totally different look, so that was pretty cool. So overall, in broad lines, I really like the Mi Watch, and so far it's been doing quite well with everything that I've used it for. The Mi Watch is coming out in Europe right now for around 99 euros, which I think is a very nice price point for the quality and the functionality of this watch. So yeah, that's about it for Xiaomi's Mi Watch, the global edition. Is this something you want to be picking up or not? Let me know down here in the comment section what you guys think. And don't forget to leave a little like below this video to show me that you've liked it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, know that you probably should, because I'm doing a lot of videos about Xiaomi and the Xiaomi ecosystem right here on the Xiaomify channel. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see y'all soon. Peace!